Okay, so today let's dive on in. I'm going to give you a really cool, easy, actionable hack to learn how to keep weight off this time around. And I've interviewed and sat and had one-on-one conversations with thousands of ladies at this point in my career. And there's kind of two types of issues that I run into. There are categories that these women fit into. Number one, it's the women who struggle to lose weight, right? They just, for whatever reason, their body's not responding like it used to, or there's just too much information out there. They don't know what the heck is true, what to follow, where to start. And then there's the other group of ladies who fall in the category of they can lose weight, no problem, but they always seem to gain it back, right? They've done that weight loss cycle quite a few times at this point. And that's who I want to talk to today. Women who struggle to actually keep the weight off. It always seems to kind of come back and creep back up on you. Now, I want to start this by saying perspective can either be your prison or your passport. You see, your perspective, how you view things, your opinion keeps you in a box. And sometimes we like that box and we want to stay in that box. But usually the women who come to me and they want to lose weight, they're not happy in their box. And most of the time, it is not what you think it is that is keeping you in that box, that is keeping you stuck with the weight on you. It is your perspective. And bear with me. This is what I mean. So your perspective shapes how you view things. It shapes how you receive things, how you process things, and then how we process things is what determines how we make decisions. And so it's solely based on our perspective and what we assign meaning to that dictates how we're walking through this world. And it puts us in our box. Some boxes are really big, some boxes are really small. And most of the time, the women that come into contact with me and who are struggling with weight loss, their boxes, when it comes to weight loss and health and body, are small. And your perspective is keeping you thinking that it's X, Y, and Z, when really it's A, B, C, D. And so if we're always focusing on the wrong area, we'll never get an answer. And that's why most women always struggle and actually never lose weight. That's why the majority of women, if you go to a grocery store, if you walk around the street, if you walk around a mall, look at people, look at how the majority of them are overweight or unhealthy. And I'm not saying that to point anybody else. I'm just saying it's a reality, right? The obesity epidemic is crazy. It's very unfortunate, and it's usually perspective and shifting our focus. And the perspective is unknown. You know, we're not trying to stay stuck, but we just don't know that we're looking through this door trying to find an answer when really it's been in the door behind us the whole time. And so perspective is your prison or it is your passport. It is keeping you in a box right now. And over this call, we're going to kind of figure out what box you're in. And by shifting perspective, it's going to give you your passport to get out of that box. It's going to open up a window in that box so you can get through into the next box that's just a little bit bigger. And then we keep on fulfilling kind of that process. So, you know, when the winds of change are blowing, some people start to build walls to protect themselves from the wind, where others start to build windmills. You see, change is inevitable. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that I know nothing and that things will change. And so if we're unhappy with where we are at, if we are unhappy in our body, if we are uncomfortable in our skin, if we are wanting to change something with where we are at right now, change is coming, right? Like we can't expect to do the same things and get a different result. That's the definition of insanity. And so if we are welcoming the winds of change, which we have to do to get results, things have to change. You got to get out of the comfort zone, get out of our warm, comfy bed of our box of our perspective. You need to stop building the walls. As humans, we're really good at protecting ourselves. We're really good at keeping ourselves safe and keeping things easy so we're not stressed out or anxious, because life is challenging enough as it is. Then you add weight loss in there and it just gets overwhelming. It's just one more thing to add to your never-ending to-do list. So change is scary, overwhelming, and sometimes unwelcome. But here's the thing. If the winds of change are blowing and they have to blow, stop building walls, start building windmills. Use it with you. Use it for you. Let it propel you. Stop fighting against it. Stop complaining about all the things that need to get done or that you have to do or that is so tough to get done, and just do it. Use it with you. Get to where you want to get faster by not resisting the natural process that needs to take place. That's what we tend to do, don't we? We know what needs to get done, but we're resisting the process that it's going to take to get there, right? So I want you to kind of release the fact that we got to stop building walls. What are you protecting yourself from, right? Because you've already admitted that right now is not where we want to stay. And so in the future, there's a cooler, healthier, awesome, more confident version of you waiting. And by protecting yourself now and building up the walls to protect yourself against the winds of change, we are slowing down that process, if not stopping that process in general. And so if you are somebody listening to me speaking and you have been struggling with your weight and it is not moving, or you are getting nowhere, or you feel like you are kind of running in place here, always ending up back in the same places, you are unintentionally putting up walls, trying to protect from the winds of change instead of building windmills. And that's not your fault. That is just how we've been taught. And that is what society teaches us to do, right? We're on the defense instead of the offense. That's just naturally what we do, especially as humans, right? Like, we're just trying to protect ourselves and staying alive, right? That's all we're trying to do. Now, if you cannot change a situation, you have to change yourself. So if your weight loss situation hasn't been changing, it is time to change yourself. And I cannot tell you the amount of women who come and talk to me and they say, I just want to get healthy and feel better. And all they think is, I'm just going to stop eating my chocolate at night, right? Is that going to work temporarily? Sure. But why were you eating the chocolate at night in the first place? And then we have to unpack this stuff, right? Because we don't want to just lose weight. We want to keep it off. We want health to become automatic and easy, like brushing your teeth. But that doesn't happen by putting pause on your lifestyle to lose weight, then going back and resuming where you left off. What you go back into after you lose weight should look different than what you left to lose weight in the first place. But we forget about that. So to change your situation, you must change yourself. Because if the situation hasn't been changing, it's time to look inward and say, oh, it's me. It's not my environment, right? It's not my age. It's not my metabolism. It's not my menopause, right? Although maybe those things aren't helping. That can't be the excuse. It can't be, because how can we have those excuses and still want to lose weight? It's not serving yourself anymore, right? If you don't like something, you have to change it. And if you can't change it, you have to change how you think about it. And that's kind of the purpose of this call today. If you do not like something, where you're at with your health, and you haven't been able to change it, change how you think about it. You see, and this starts very simply. How do we look at our goal? What do we say our goal is? To lose weight. So right off the bat, our goal is already setting us up for failure with our perspective, keeping us in our box, which is keeping us repeating cycles and looking at the wrong door. What do I mean? We want to lose weight. But here's the thing. As humans, what are we wired to do when we lose something? Go find it. And so before we even embark on this weight loss journey, we're already making it extra hard on ourselves, because now we're saying we got to go find the weight subconsciously. We want to lose the weight, but losing to us is not a good thing. We don't want to lose things, right? We don't want to lose food. We don't want to lose heat. We don't want to lose warmth. We don't want to lose shelter. We don't want to lose these things. We are hoarders to protect by nature. And so by just starting your weight loss journey by saying it's a loss journey, you're already making it harder. It's already kind of putting your journey uphill, like one step already before we've even begun. And it's all about perspective, because we don't want to find the weight that we lose. So we can't call it losing weight. Just that to begin with is screwing us up mentally. Subconsciously, we're now looking for it because we think we're losing things. We think we're losing out on fun, losing out on yummy food, losing out on chilling on the couch instead of working out. We think we're losing things to lose weight, but we're gaining things to gain health. We're gaining things to gain more muscle and less fat. Automatically, you're already in scarcity mode when we're trying to lose weight. Automatically, now kind of acting like an alone, starving mouse before you start. That's the mindset we put in before we start our journey, right? How many times have you started a weight loss journey and said, I can't wait till my next cheat meal or my next cheat meal, and then we fantasize about that cheat meal. It's in 2 months from now, and I can't wait to have this, and I'll start with this, and I'll have a little bite of this. because we're starting the journey in the wrong mind frame. We're not losing anything. We are gaining so much. And so I would challenge you, when you're speaking about weight loss, watch the goal that you set and watch how you're speaking and acting in accordance with it, right? Because are we in all or nothing mentality, right? Are we struggling to just stop after one bite? Do we think just because we're never going to get it again, or I'm going to start fresh next Monday, that we eat everything in front of us because we've been restricting ourselves so long? And it's mainly because of just the mindset that we've entered into this journey with. And again, it's not your fault. It has been like this for some women for decades, right? Even, as young girls, our mothers program the way that we eat. Unintentionally, they don't know that they're doing harm, but, make sure you eat everything on your plate, right? We have to finish, right? It's not stop when you're full. It's finish everything on your plate, right? Things like that have programmed us to be in scarcity mode and have no idea how to naturally eat, how to naturally be active and listen to what our body's needing. If we continue to look at this journey as losing something, we will always be trying to find something. And if we are always trying to find something subconsciously, we are never satisfied. That's why you can lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, and still feel just as self-conscious as you did before you lost the weight. Because you're just losing things along the way. I lost weight. I lost more. When do we start to gain things? When do we gain the freedom that we want, that weight loss is supposed to represent? Don't you want to stop obsessing over food? What to eat, when to eat, how much to eat? I shouldn't have had that. I feel guilty about that. Oh my God, I missed my workout again. I'll double up tomorrow. What's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Aren't we tired of that? And I truly believe it is stemming from just what we're calling it. Seriously, how crazy is that? Just that we're calling it weight loss. Why don't we just say, I'm releasing weight. I'm releasing insecurities. I'm releasing bad habits. I'm not losing. I'm releasing from my life, because releasing gives you freedom. That's what we want. Losing makes us think we're missing things and things are being taken away from us. As animals, we don't do well with things being taken away from us, right? We go back to that animal nature, that barbarian, like kids, when you take a toy away from them. And words are so powerful. Perspective, how are you viewing what you're calling this goal, is so important, because it's called spelling for a reason. Words cast spells. And we've just been setting the wrong spell. And we've been setting up walls instead of windmills for change. And it's so crazy to think, maybe the reason it's so hard to lose weight for you, maybe the reason motivation never lasts, consistency doesn't last, you can't be disciplined, maybe the reason we're trying all these different things and still not getting where we want is simply because of the words we used and the mindset that those words have put us in for decades. Maybe it's simple as changing the way that we call it, the thing that we call it, that is really going to open up the window in your box. That's going to point you towards that door behind you that you've been overlooking all these years. And it's been right there the whole time. Weight loss should not be torture. It should not be impossible. It should not feel hopeless. It only feels those things when it's not right. And losing things is not right. So I would love for you to take away that be very careful of your words when it comes to your journey and your health. They're casting spells, they're shifting and shaping your perspective, and they're keeping you in the box, looking for solutions on a hamster wheel. You're on a hamster wheel. We don't want to lose weight, we want to release weight. We don't want to eat less junk food, we want to eat more whole foods. Abundance. There's enough results in the world to go around. There's enough health in the world and good energy in the world to go around. You just have to ask for it, and you can have a piece of it. You haven't been asking for it. The universe hasn't heard you on the right frequency. You haven't been asking the universe to be a part of that great energy and healthy, positive, contagious energy. You haven't. You've been down here in that, I'm losing things. Gotta go find it. That's scarcity mindset. The universe isn't listening. Your goals are there waiting for you. They can't hear you. They won't come to you. You're not speaking their language. Time to shift your language, to shift your perspective, to open up your box, to open up a world of abundance, to make weight loss easy. Because we're not losing anything. And I can guarantee you can go interview all the women that I've coached over the years. They don't feel like they've lost anything. They feel like they've gained a brand new life. And if that's what you want, I'd say start by not calling it weight loss. Maybe, just maybe, it really is as simple as that.